Do you know your toxic traits? You know what I mean? Those qualities of yours that you've succeeded in hiding from us. But you, when you're alone in your room and you remember them, you're like, oh my God, I'm not half as nice as I try to make people believe I am. Do you know your toxic traits? I know mine. What about you? So today, I want to talk about toxic traits. You know those bad qualities of yours, that are dingy, that are so dark, that if people got to know that you have those bad qualities, they'll be like, oh my God, I don't want to be close to you anymore. Anyway, today I didn't want to talk about it again because I know I'm not the only person that have a dark side, right? So I have a special guest here today whom I will be discussing these toxic traits with. Welcome, Chichi Beauty Atelier. Yay!
Okay, so
welcome, Chi. I'm so happy to have you
here.
here. Thank you for agreeing to do this with me. I know this is a little bit
first time.
Yeah, I know. You're stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit. I know with time you'll be a pro. You'll even be the one asking questions, not the other way around.
Yes, maybe.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So today we're talking about our toxic traits. So we both agreed we are not perfect.
Yes.
We know we have, bad qualities that we are working on, but people should give us time, I beg. Nobody is perfect. We're taking our time to unlearn, learn and relearn. So today, guys, we're going to talk about toxic traits, and I have a few that I want to mention. See, I have my book here because I don't want to forget. So, number one is being manipulative. So, Chi, let me ask you, is that yours?
No, that's not me.
That's not yours. Me. So, guys, you know what being manipulative is, yeah? When you're looking for opportunity to actually make people do what you want them to do without them knowing that that's what you're doing. You're looking for smart, being smooth, that kind of thing. Sometimes parents do that a lot, especially mothers. They would cry and say, oh my God, use that emotional manipulation to get their children to do what they want them to do. Or difficulty managing your anger. Is that one of yours?
No, I don't have anger issues, no.
Anyway, that is mine. Yes, I said it. See, I said it. That is one of my toxic traits that I'm managing. I have difficulty managing my anger. And guess what? Most times I actually feel that every emotion I feel is actually an angry emotion when it might not be. For instance, I might feel rejection or I might feel embarrassment. Any kind, something like I feel like you embarrassed me, or I feel you rejected me or you abandoned me. Instead of me telling you that and being like, Chi, you're really embarrassing me with what you're saying, I'll quickly go to anger because that's one of my weakness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a lot of people can be able to say, like decipher the particular emotion they are feeling and apportion the right reaction to that emotion as against turning everything into an angry kind of response. Yes. So that's one of mine. I'm dealing with it. I've gotten better, but that's one of mine. Okay. Number 3, making your partner or people around you feel bad. Do you think you have that energy? So.
Possibly.
Tell us about it.
Well, so if you have done something that has upset me, because I don't know how, I'm not confrontational. Okay. I don't say anything, but subtly I can say, let's assume we're all supposed to go out together. You've upset me earlier in the week. I can see you and I'll just give you an attitude, and but I just make you feel bad.
For what you've done.
Yeah, what you've done, but I would not tell you what you've done. But somehow I have a way of just,
using unspoken words to show them pepper.
Yes.
Okay, number 4, being judgmental.
No, I'm not judgmental.
Me too, I'm not judgmental. I don't have that energy. But you know what being judgmental is, right? When you actually think that you are a saint and every other person are devils, or you judge people for any decision they've made. Even sometimes the decision you've made before, you will justify it because you're the one that made that decision.
Yes.
And if some other person does that, you will judge. I mean, come on, it doesn't make sense, does it? Okay, so the next one is passive aggression.
Passive aggression. No, I'm not passive aggressive. No, I'm not.
Do you know, somehow I kind of think you are. I don't know, but I don't like you would, because okay, let me rephrase, because you said you're not confrontational. Most people, most people that are not confrontational could be passive aggressive, just spontaneously and then calm down. But I mean, if you're not, then
but why I don't think so is because my own definition of that is, for example, let's say you had a bad day at work. I wouldn't come back home and try. What I would do mostly is just go into my room and just stay there and not talk to anybody. Then when I feel better, because as I said, I don't think I'm
okay. But do you think that when somebody annoys you and you're still angry with that person and you've not been able to have the conversation because you're not confrontational, if they say something else, you could just maybe
bust out,
bust out for a minute and hold yourself?
Yeah,
that's passive aggression.
Okay. Okay,
a little bit of maybe we are not typically passive aggressive, but maybe a little bit of that. Okay, so the next one is sabotaging efforts of other people. I don't do that, so no, I don't do that. Okay, another one is complaining about everything.
No.
Like a Debbie Downer.
No.
Always complaining.
No.
I'm not like that, so I don't have that energy. Self-centered.
Am I self-centered?
Spill, this is a real seat you're sitting on.
So maybe when it comes to relationships with the
opposite sex,
yes. So maybe I can be because I've had people, oh, you're very self-centered, world doesn't revolve around you. Yes, so maybe. And
sometimes, guys, I love you guys, so don't think I'm coming for you, but sometimes because of this new era of women being empowered and all that, I think men of our generation do not really understand that we also are busy and we need to actually develop ourselves and then build our businesses. So it's kind of like new having young women this empowered and successful. So they kind of feel that you're supposed to be like our moms. So because they're not getting that, they could feel like, oh my God, you only know your business and all that. But
yes.
You're
right. Yeah. So yes, I may have
a little bit of
that. Yes.
Am I self-centered? I don't think so. I don't think anybody has told. Maybe they've said it behind me, but I don't know. Okay, so bad with communication. Chi?
Yes.
Please talk.
But I'm getting better. Yes. But I'm very bad with communication. Well, so you see, when it comes to my partner, I will say everything.
Oh, that's
good. In the last 2 to 3 years, if I am upset about something, I would say it and we'll talk about it. In fact, the partners are the ones that are always like, oh no, don't say it's enough. You always over hammer on everything. But when it comes to friendships, like I said, I'm not very confrontational. So maybe because of relationship with the other sex, I take it very
seriously.
Very seriously. And I know that sometimes, well, depending on the issue, if you don't address it, it sort of
metamorphose into something bad.
Yes. Yeah. But with friends, if I'm upset or you have done something, I'll withdraw. So recently, I had a serious issue. And do you feel like friendship breakups are harder than breakups with like your boyfriend or your husband?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I had that recently and I did not talk to the person for a long time, and she was like, and somebody now told her what I had been complaining about, and she was like, oh, why didn't you say it to me? And I was like, I won't say anything, I just withdraw. And okay, so I'm bad at communication.
So if your friend withdraws, or rather if you withdraw, and your friend comes to ask you, would you talk? Oh, gee.
I won't say anything because I feel like some things are just you should know. You know what you have done wrong.
Not all the time.
Well, the person said she didn't know what it was.
Yeah, not all the time. Honestly speaking, not all the time. Sometimes you could think something else, whereas the issue is another thing. That kind of thing. Not all the time. But anyway, it's okay. Just, I'll be easy on you. We'll be better. All of us are broken.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last one is controlling.
No, I'm not controlling. Am I controlling?
Cancerians are controlling.
Again, because we just like man too much. It's opposite sex. Yes, I want to control. Who are you talking to? Why are you talking to that person? Everything revolves around me. You shouldn't have female friends. I should be your only friend. You should be complaining to me alone. Yes, I can be controlling.
Yeah. In your relationship.
In my relationship.
But with your girl
with my girls, no,
you don't even.
So you know how ladies can be very territorial with their friendships. I'm not that person. I'm the one who always brings my friends together. But when it comes to relationships with the opposite sex, then I can be controlling. And
then you'll be like, I'm your best friend. Yeah, you're not supposed to have any female friends.
Yes, you're not supposed to talk to anybody. No, I don't say where do you go to. Well, when I was younger, I used to do that, but no, I don't do where do you go to.
For me, I'm not controlling, but some people said that I could have issues with communication as well. They said that I don't use the right words, that I use very harsh words when communicating. Okay, maybe, but I really don't see myself like that. But sometimes you rub people off the wrong way or different ways, right? So these people could be like, you know what, you have issues with communication, and these other people will be like, no, you're good with communication. But I think the topic today is not just about how people perceive me, but how I perceive myself.
Yeah.
Do I believe I have issues with communication? No. Do I think I can get better? Yes. But do I think I have issues that people will be like, oh my God, anybody that encounters me will be like, you don't know how to talk? I don't think so. However, I believe that I have issues with being domineering. A lot of people, I mean, they could be similar to being controlling. So a lot of people say I would want to be, you know, in charge.
You want to be the Beyonce of the group.
Yes, the Beyonce of the group. Or being the person to have the last say. Or, you know, yeah, something like that. Yeah, I kind of see where that is coming from because I think I talk so passionately. So most times when you're very expressive with the way you talk, people think you're trying to talk over them. And I talk over people too. I do that.
Yeah, I do that too.
I do that, especially when I have this urge to share something. I'm like, okay, let me share, because if I don't share, I'll forget.
I'll forget, yes.
Forgetting that if that person doesn't say, the person will forget as well. So maybe that's where selfishness comes in. Maybe I'm a bit selfish, you know?
Yeah.
We all are.
Yeah, true. Somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow. I found out a toxic trait I have lately. I found out that I don't always know where to draw the line. So boundary issues. I'm seeing a therapist for it. It's a huge. And I never thought so until some things happened, and I was like, okay, so you have boundary issues.
I do.
Yeah.
What kind of boundary issues do you have? Like I have relationship boundary issues.
Relationship boundary issues.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Yeah.
Let's not go
Let's not go there.
But yes,
I have relationship boundary issues. I have emotional boundary issues as well. I sometimes take on topics that are bigger than me.
Yeah.
And because I'm a people pleaser, I'm not able to tell that person that I can't handle it, because I'll feel the person will feel bad. I mean, this person came to tell you something, you should at least listen. Forgetting that after listening, I would suffer from the triggers because maybe I've gone through such. And I'm trying to I mean, you're seeing a therapist now, so you would understand. Sometimes they would tell you, try not to expose yourself this period of your time to such topics because but you see me, you know, go into that, and then it becomes a roller coaster ride, and it's something I really need to work on. So tell me about your relationship. I mean, you say you don't want to talk about it, just a little bit. Let's just understand.
You know how you're in a relationship, you're in a marriage, and actually I can't talk about it.
It's okay, perfect, that's fine, I understand that. So but you're dealing with your relationship issues, with your relationship boundary issues, and you get better. Remember guys, the reason for us to do this is for us to know or teach people that nobody is perfect. We all have issues, right? Nobody is perfect. We are all broken. Especially the older you get, the more experiences you acquire, the more issues you have, and the more you unlearn, learn and relearn, because nobody has got it figured out. I haven't. If you have, please teach me. Cut soap for me, because we want to learn. Okay, Chi, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna come do touch up. Should I?
Do you have pencil on? Okay, so just lightly.
Yeah.
The last time I saw you, you didn't look like you needed a touch up.
But you touched me up.
So you should be good for the next 2 years.
I think so. I think I'm good. Anyway, this is Chichi of Beauty Atelier. If you
want
to get your brows done, your lashes, make sure you go to her store, because you know what? She's the best in Nigeria, in Lagos,
you heard it,
and in Africa. I can say so myself.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, the pleasure is mine. Guys, remember to subscribe, like, share. Tell us if you have toxic traits. You know, tell us if there's one you've worked on, how you worked on that. Perhaps you could help someone by commenting, you know, and telling us how you dealt with your toxic issues, or how you think we could deal with our toxic issues, because we are still dealing with them. Remember to always hang in there for the very best business. Love you. Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye.
Bye.